I'll bring up my drawings again, because again, you've been supportive, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
You complimented me nicely. The drawings at the beginning of the pandemic, that's when I started them, is because I was so bored. I was so there was nothing to do, because I'm from Ontario, Canada, and we were in lockdown, and I was just really upset because I just started this business and I couldn't get out there and do anything. So I just said, what else can I do in the meantime? And I always wanted to draw, but I always had this voice in my head saying, yeah, but you're not that good. And yeah, and
Oh.
I know, right? You got to battle with the void, but that's exactly what I did. Is I just forced myself down. And I said, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna draw whatever I
Dang.
want. Yeah, and instead of drawing like Renaissance, versions of people, I just took it very simple, back to basics, and I just drew characters that brought me back to my childhood, because I had a very fond. I'm very fond of my childhood, and the memories I had growing up. It was probably one of the best experiences of my life. And these characters that you see me draw speak to my childhood, and they represent that. So
Nice.
that's what I mean by the creative outlet being therapeutic, is that whether it's acting, whether it's drawing. And funny enough, even though I do films or corporate videos through my business, or directing short films, whatever have you, I still say to people, or I'll still, like, my family will be like, "What are you up to today?" I'm like, "Oh, I'm just gonna draw." And they're like, "You're gonna draw? Really?" And then they'll joke around, like, or my sister, like, "Oh, that's boring. Like, why don't you just like hang out? Why don't you just?" I'm like, no. I'm like, I actually make time, like 5 hours put aside just to draw, because I enjoy it. I listen to my podcast, whether it's Howard Stern or Joe Rogan. I listen to how celebrities made it, what they went through, music, and like I'm thinking of for a next film project, and I just draw, and I just get alone with my thoughts, and it's honestly the best. The best experience, like you said, and I relate it so much to acting. I used to write as therapy, like
Mhm.
screenplays, and I still do, but writing requires a different energy. And actually,
Yeah.
you by the end of writing, I've actually experienced exhaustion, like physically. It's so
Yeah.
weird. Like my brain, yeah, it's just getting headaches. But drawing, I never had that. Like I get exhausted, but in a good way, like a workout,
Right.
like I'm pumped. But
Yeah.
writing, it's more like takes the life out of you sometimes. But nevertheless, all therapeutic, all helpful in ways. And
Absolutely.
I just, like I said, I just love that you said I got to make time for these skits on social media, and people are like, "What?" People
Wait,
are
why
usually
is
saying
that
like,
on your
"Yeah."
list?
I got to get home and make dinner is usually
I
what
know.
people say.
I'm like, "No, it's okay. I can order something."
Yeah, exactly, right? Yeah, that's the beauty of Uber Eats.